Greetings, everyone. Um,
Today,
Today, I would like to answer to someone's, this request. This year, I wasn't, this productive on YouTube. It is because I'm investing more into a reality. I'm focusing on my father's business and also requests of my wife, something like that. So yesterday I discussed about Buddhism with one Mexican señorita, and there was this article where some guy, I guess I will put it in the description below. Some guy was claiming that I reject this type of Buddhism and I accept this type of Buddhism, and this first thing you teach to this young Buddhist practitioner is Buddhist some rules or something called sila. When hear this word sila, it's like it's not this English silly, but it's more towards a Russian word power, sila. So interesting question is, what's the best quality of a human being, or what's the best quality of the man, something like that. So it's an obvious question. It's like, what's the best character of a Tengri, our sky god, something like that. It's Huchu. It's the power. So man must have power, and since man is a human power is the best quality. What's the this human quality, or what's the human thing? It's something that makes him different from the animals. So he can think, he can create the stuff. He can have this more how to say emotions, like this. It can be greed. No, animals are very greedy. Or it can be like this compassion, or feeling. Yes, empathy, I guess. Something like that. So something that makes you human should have power. So something like that. So power is the goal. Power is the one we seek. And the question was, which god was worthy of worship? Obviously, the most powerful god. What makes humans powerful? It's logic. So, god of logic should be the worthy one. So, today I would like to explain how Mongolian logic works. If you look at the Mongolians, they are not producing much, they are not creating much of things. It feels like logic never worked here. Something like that. But we do have language that this speaks about strange things. So today's word is ochir. Today's word is ochir. This word can have lots of meaning, and it is said that everything has this ochir. This means things should have some shape. Things should have limits. There should be some secrets. there should be love. Sometimes word ochir means love. I sense there is something between this this girl and this boy. It seems they are having some ochir meeting, or this something that makes them attracted to each other, something like that. So this thing is the core, and it goes with all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words, together with 9 words. So we can create something called the wings of life using word ochir. The wings of life. This with these wings, you are having a goal. You are just going forward, something like that. One is utqa. Word utqa. Word utqa means meaning. So you have this meaning in life. What can be the meaning in life? It can be a benefit. If you say ochirotqa, it's the benefit. If you say ochirotqa, it's the taste. Very simple, very strange, this. It's also devotion. It's the children. My children are my ochirotqa. My children are my meaning of life, something like that. So you have this word calling the meaning. Another word, another wing is shalqan. Word shalqan can be explained as desire. So someone is wanting it. He's I'm shalling it. I shall do it. Something like that. So word ochir shaltqan in Mongolian language creates logic. Science is almost ochir shaltqan, something like that. So all sciences can be called a result of logic. So if you are having a logic and also you are having this desire, you are having the another wing. So dictionary explains that ochir shaltqan is the way someone this thinks. So this one can ask, you did this crime, you did these things, and what was the reason behind it? What was this desire? Why would you do this? It's what kind of ochir shaltqan did you have? Something like that. So so there is this another these words like ochir mid or ochir midikh. Ochir midikh means experience. This person has this knows the reasoning behind. He knows the reasoning, or this is also stands on this being Lord, being a master of this own things. Few days ago, I quoted Bodhidharma saying that Bodhidharma said, only those who this follow my teachings and practice the way I this order it will receive the benefits. The others will not receive the benefits, like this people who hurting someone's this cow. So you need to like shave your head and this have a robe, and you need to be this asexual, or this removing all desires, and this you should be ignorant about the outside world. Only then you shall receive the benefits of my teachings, something like that. So ordinary people, common people, shall not receive the benefits of his teachings, according to a Bodhista. So knowing this meaning, or knowing the reasoning, you are becoming somewhat this powerful. It's very this hard word, like sometimes 어쩔 믿ых person means ally, or someone you do this certain this secret stuff together, something like that. So another word, it's Allah. Shit. Allah. So Allah, let me say, let me put in this English, let me put English, knowing, finding. So you have knowing and finding. Finding, ucher, means progressing, or finding new ways. Things turning to a good side, something like that. Like there can be like this. Don't worry, my child. I think in time things, ucher, olduk olno, meaning in time things will go this better way, don't worry, something like that. That's why we say find Allah, ucher Allah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to this explain. The another word is zui. There is something called ucher zui. You can this understand it as a sweet, sweeting. The things are being suited, being in some harmony, something like that. One can say Ochir Zui is a beauty. So when you look at these protesters in the street, and if they are protesting in in a fashionable way, you can say that they are having some in this ochirtsui. But when they are smashing, when they are screaming, and they are showing some bad behavior, it's having no ochirtsui. So with such a person, ochirtsui, you can talk. It can be your enemy, but still you can talk with someone who has some reasonable someone who has uchurtsui. yeah, something like that. What else? Uchurtsui is usually social construction, something like that. So what this tribe and what this people think and what they do, one can say it's the culture, something like that. So yeah. Yes. So Yos. What is Yos? It's one can say tradition. So there's something called Ochir Yos. Its rules, its laws, its something that these people follow, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's something 9. Use 9. So there's a tradition to make things in a 9. There is a 9 laws, 9 things, and 9 wishes, and etc. etc. And all this thing is called Ochir Yos. I guess there's not much, these people talk about this word Ochir Yos. Simply, we say there has to be some, this tradition behind this. We don't know why we are doing this, but there has to be this meaning, reason, that is related with these traditions, something like that. So yeah, and there is a word Gingka, Ochir Gingka. Ochir Gingka means something funny, something this inspiring, also something magical, wonderful, and what's it also Gingka? It is when you're this thinking about something, and something comes to your mind, and this little this jig is like a little whisper, check this way, just go this way, in something like that. One can say jig is like an oracle, new ideas, something like that. The bottom side is very hard to this explain. So yeah. So another word is yaudol, process. Word yaudol meaning going or traveling somewhere, and it can be process, meaning the process, or the things are this happening. So what is it's a condition. It's a condition. In everything there should be a condition. In order to be powerful, this empire, you need this fertile condition. You need to have massive population, and you can talk this philosophers saying that this limiting sex creates more creative men, etc., etc. But in unhospitable place, in a hard place, you must not limit the sex. You can limit sex in this, how to say, in India, or in maybe in Europe, where you have this massive population, or weather is like or Chiriaptal is being very good, weather is being so good and nice, and it's constantly growing, and you need to control this growth in a somewhat this creative way. Thus you are creating this strange this philosophies, etc., etc. But some things doesn't work in another place. So the conditions, Ochir Yalpol, is different. in some places, and this is stands for the conditions. Also, it means two things. It's the suffering, and it's the, how to say, happiness together. Ochir is things happening, something like that. So all this together is called ochir chanır. All this quality is called ochir chanır. Chanır means the quality, and it's the one can say the reasoning quality, something like that. What does it mean is that this thing resides inside the human being, and usually the wings are this big, but some these tentacles or whatever you call it are sometimes this highly developed or not developed, so, something like that. So the person who is doesn't develop this knowing, he doesn't have this what the feeling of others mean, and this he doesn't recognize the suffering of others maybe, or he doesn't enjoy much this life if these things are this somewhat short, whatever you call it. And the answer is this. This is the weapon of the god of logic. It's not how this Mongolians traditionally describe it, but I think the Greek, this is Greek Thunderbolt. I think it's very interesting, and it suits the Mongolian this language. So I have combined all the words that go with the word ochir, and I create this. And my claim is that the god who is worthy of worship is the Lord of the Lightning. I did these stupid videos in my like many years ago when I was this not so this bright, this Buddha versus the Lord of the Lightning, whatever you call it. So this is how Mongolian so-called logic works. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you understand it, or I hope you have to say maybe your this language works in a different way. So your way, your traditions may differ. That's why you have a different shape of this this Thunderbolt in your system. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.